Hello everyone. Today we are just going to see the if function in the Excel. So if is basically the conditional function. So the mean of this conditional function is if you have any condition and on the basis of your condition, if you want to generate your desired output, so in that case you can use this if function. So the parameters in the if which we have the three parameters. So what are those three parameters in the if function is? So the first is you have to pass the logical test. Second is value if true. And the third is value if false. So in if we have these three parameters, and here the most important thing is the logical test. So this logical test represent your condition. Okay. So this logical test represent the condition. So if your condition is matching, then what you have to show, you have to write in place of value if true. And if your condition doesn't match, then what you have to write or what you have to demonstrate, you have to write in place of value if false. So for an example, if I have this cell C3, and in this C3, if I say, if I write any score is greater than 50, then pass, else fail. I just need to print out. So for an example, if I have written this 65, then here, if my score is greater than 50, then I need to print as a pass. And if my score is less than 50, then I just need to print as a fail. So in this case, if I have written the score which is greater than 50, then here my output should get generated as a pass. But if I'm writing any score less than 50, like 45 I have written, then my output should generate as a fail. So here I have just given you this condition. If your score is greater than 50, then pass. If less than 50, then fail. So if these kind of a conditional statement you have in the Excel, so the output which you just want to generate, you can generate this output by using this if condition. Now let's take an example. Here, I have just given you this data set where you have the product, then country, quantity, rate, and amount. I have just given this condition that if any of this amount, which is into this E column, if any of this amount is greater or equals to 25,000, then on this final amount calculations, I need to provide the 10% discount. It means on those amount, I just need to give the 10% discount, which are greater or equals to 25,000. But what we have to do for those amount which are less than 25,000. So on those amount, I do not need to give any discount. The same amount should populate into this final amount column. So here I will just put this if condition and it says the logical test. What is my logical test? My logical test is I just need to check this amount is greater or equals to 25,000 or not. It says value if true. Value if true means if this amount is greater than 25,000, then what we have to do? We have to give the 10% discount. So discount on this amount is 10%. Now it says value if false. Value if false means if your logical test is false, it means if the amount which is written in E column is not the greater than 25,000, then so it means if the amount which is written in E column is less than 25,000, then what you have to do is, so in this case, I just need to put the same amount. I do not need to give any discount. Close this parenthesis and press the enter. So here, if you observe the same amount, I am able to see it over here. The reason being, here, the amount which is written in E column is not greater than 25,000. But if you drag this formula towards the downside, so here, if you observe carefully, you are able to see the final amount after the discounted, which is greater than 25,000 or equals to 25,000. Okay. Now, the another condition, suppose here, if I just want to see where I have just given the discount and where I have not given the discount. So here in this remarks column, where I have given the discount, it should be printed as a discount. And where I have not given the discount, it should be printed as a no discount. So here I'm just gonna put this if condition and on this amount. If this amount is greater or equals to 25,000, so on those places I have just given the discount. So I need to print as a discount, and amount which is less than 25,000, I need to print as a no discount. Close this parenthesis and press the enter. If I drag this formula towards the downside, so here, if you observe carefully, it is printing as a discount on those places or for those records where I have just given this discount. If you will change any amount in E column, so on the basis of your condition, the output will get generate in this column F and G. If I mention any amount, like here, if you see this is the base amount is the 4,000, which is less than 25,000, you are not able to see any discount over here and the remarks as a no discount. But if I make this amount as a 44,000 and once I press the enter, so if you observe, this is change. Now you are able to see the final amount after this 10% discount, which is 39,600, and now the remarks has been mentioned as a discount. So this is the concept of the if function. When a condition is given to you, and on the basis of your condition, if you want to generate any output, so you have to use this if function. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any question, please mention in the comment box. Thank you.